To me, one of the coolest things about Taka is how the syllables line up and can show you what part of the beat you're on. So, in this Taka in these 16th notes, fits toddy. Check that out. Toddy is in there all the time. And guess what? So is ta. What? So, Takadimi, toddy, and ta all line up. They are all worth the same amount of time, but they're just divided up in different ways. I'll put this back because that's so cool. That makes it really easy to make a ta-dimi. So you get the 8th note, and you add the 2 16th notes, ta-dimi. You can also take the first 2 16th notes and add the 8th note at the end, and that's taka-di. So cool. Here's another way to look at it. So, ta takes up that whole space at the top. Toddy takes that space and divides it in half. Takadimi takes that space and divides it into 4 pieces. They all take up the same amount of space. You just cut them in different parts, and that's what makes them the notes they are. You're going to see a little animation of this. It's going to start off pretty slow, and then it's going to repeat a little faster every time, so you can see that even though it goes really slow, they start sounding like themselves as you go faster. Ta, ta, di, taka, di, mi, 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 ta, ta, di, taka, di, mi. Hopefully, this is a really cool way to show you how takadimi breaks up into even pieces and how you share the syllables between ta, tadi, and takadimi. We're now going to do I've been to Harlem, I've been to Dover, but not the whole song because that takes forever. We're just doing the last 2 phrases because they are full of takadis and also tadimis. Oh, and also takadimis and also tas. Maybe a toddy or 2. I don't know. It's got them all. Better watch out when the boat begins to rock, or you'll lose your girl in the ocean. Let's say you saw this on a Schoology assessment. Knowing what you know about how takadimi breaks down into its different parts, could you label it with rhythm syllables? At the end of this video, you can click or touch next, or just select the blue puzzle piece. Using what you know about takadimi and all of its interlocking parts, label the last 2 phrases of Turn the Glasses Over with rhythm syllables. The words are, better watch out when the boat begins to rock, or you'll lose your girl in the ocean. Use the note lengths to help you. Oh, and look, there's takadimi. All right, start attempt. Ooh. All right, so my first phrase is 4 beats long, and the first beat has short, short, long, and the second beat has long, short, short, and the third beat has short, 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 and the fourth beat has long, short, short. And then if you look down at the rhythm syllables, they kind of show you how they go. They're divided up on that little square the way they go. And then in the second phrase, you have 2 sounds, 2 equal sounds, and then you have long, short, short on beat 2, and then beats 3 and 4 are each one really long sound. So I'm not going to do this for you. I'm just going to remind you that you can make something black and just select where you want it to go. All right, Pretend like I did this whole thing. Make sure you do this whole thing. I'm going to say review, finish, yes. And since this is a matching one, you can refresh and it'll give you a grade. My grade is 0. But that's okay. I feel like you're going to get way better than 0.